Hello everyone, I'm going to speak about the company called Samsung now. Let me just go to the quick introduction. Samsung was founded in the year 1938 in South Korea by Lee Bong-chul. Samsung it trades in more than 70 countries and it employs lakhs of people. And today, like we are mainly focusing on the UK's market. Samsung has over 34% of the market share in UK. And coming just a brief glance about the recent revenue status of Samsung. Samsung had recently announced its third quarter revenue where it stood at $55 billion, and its operating profit stood at $12.91 billion. And now we are going to analyze Samsung's environmental audit. To do this environmental audit, we are going to analyze micro and macro environment of the company. For macro environment, I chose PESTEL analysis. We are coming to the PESTEL analysis. In the PESTEL, first thing is called political conditions, where recently a former head of the Samsung, J.Y. Lee, was sentenced 5 years jail for his tax evasion and bribery. So this affects the Samsung image very negatively. Because of the Brexit effect, Samsung headquarters in London is moving to Berlin. They say that London is a very costly place for to survive, and because of this, many people in UK might lose their jobs. Next point is economic factor. In economic factor, since the last recession, UK has been doing good since now, and the per capita income of everyone has been increased, so the GDP has been increased, so the people have more disposable income, so they can buy the new electronic goods. Next, coming to the social cultural factors. As everyone know, UK has a multicultural nation. It has every kind of people in the society: low class, middle class, high class, and rich people. So Samsung produces smartphone for suiting the requirement of each part of the society. Unless unlike its competitor Apple, it produces only the high-end products. Produces Technology usually doesn't have a long lifespan. Usually technology expires within the next couple of years, maybe, the new invention. So the company has to come with the new innovations every time. For example, Samsung came out with a Face ID back in 2012-13, but it didn't perfection it. But recently its competitor Apple came up with the Face ID with its new phone called iPhone X. But it's so revolutionary, it's so advanced. So Samsung has to consider developing the software and perfecting it even before releasing it. And the next is micro environmental analysis, where it's much of intrinsic to the company. To analyze this, I have choose Porter's five forces. Firstly, coming to the bargaining power of the supplier, it is always less in the with the Samsung, because Samsung produces 65% of its sources and it lets out only 35%. So the bargaining power of the suppliers is very less, but the customers' bargaining power is always high, because customers always have options to buy from other sellers and producers. And the rivalry or competition is always high, because Samsung has only 34% of the share in UK, but the rest of the 66% is other brands. So the competition obviously will be high, but the threat of the new entrant will be moderate, because whenever the new product comes in, people simply doesn't trust it and buy the products. They need, but when coming to Samsung, it is already well established company, so it has advantage over it. Coming to the critique part, macro environment or a pestle is a broad concept which is uncontrollable by anyone, and mainly to conduct a pestle analysis, there isn't much of the recently updated information available online. And coming to the Porter's five forces, which is a micro environment, Porter's five forces mainly focuses on the rivalry or the competition, but it doesn't focuses on the other factors like marketing, customer acquisition, and things like that. And thank you.